Well, here we go again. We're going to have some fun again this morning, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I think will help you. And thank you so very, very much for handing in your practical work, your modelling that you've been doing at home. It's really helped me see what you're doing, and it's helped me think, oh, this might work, this might work. So I want to show you today how to draw a rack and pinion and make one. And if you remember, that is a rack and pinion. That's the pinion. That's the rack. When I rotate the pinion, the rack moves backwards and forwards. Equally much if I push the rack, then the pinion will move. Okay? A way of getting rotary motion to linear motion, or linear motion to rotary motion, depending what you're wanting to try and achieve. However, the other thing which I want to show you is how to make a water wheel, what I call a water wheel. And if you've been in my lesson, you've probably got an idea of what I'm talking about. And the idea is that we end up with that, where the Malteser comes down, drops into there like that. This then rolls round, moves the Maltese around, and then when it gets to the other side it drops out and goes off on its merry little journey. So how do we do that? Well, you'll see here that I've got 4 of them that stick together, and once they are stuck together and lined up, you will see how you end up with a little hole there that the Malteser or the marble can drop into. So I want to show you how I'm going to do it. Now, first of all, you need to draw a circle. You may have a compass. I hope you have. That's the best. But if you haven't got a compass, there are other cheeky ways of solving this problem. Now, I remember being your age, and one of the things I have to admit to is that if I could just slightly provoke my sister, I thought it was very, very funny. So one of the things I might have done is to run into her bedroom, grab her hairspray and nick the top off it. On the other hand, it could be polish, spray polish, or anything with a circular top. Now, if you look very, very carefully at the top of a spray can, you'll find it's got a little dimple. Just there, you can see it on here. Right? And so if I draw the circle round like that, I can push a little hole into there, and then either my pencil or my compass can be used just to find the centre, which is what I have done on here. So I've drawn my circle, divided it in 4, and then marked a segment there. And can you see the way I've used a hatch to mark out where I'm going to cut that out? So I'm now going to cut that circle out, and then I'm going to use it as a template for the others. Please note that I've also marked the middle of this segment that I'm going to cut out. Okay, and there are reasons for doing that you will see in a moment. Obviously, if I can draw a circle, I can draw lots of circles with the centres, and I can carefully make a circle like that. And on this one, you'll see I've laminated them together, and I've put masking tape all the way around, and I can then pop onto there the drawing of my pinion, and this can then drop onto my model. Whoopsie daisy, the Malteser's running away with itself. That can go onto the model there, and then anyone looking at my model as that rotates will be able to see that I've got a pinion there. And if I want to get really, really carried away, I can stick that bit on this bit that's moving backwards and forwards. So that's how to model a rack and pinion. However, we're interested in the water wheel. I'm just going to quickly run through the remainder of this. So grab a pair of scissors. Here we go. And I'm going to cut this circle out. Watch this for a trick. Cut like that, cut like that, cut like that, cut like that. In other words, what this say, and if any of you are any good at your maths, you will know this is true, cut tangentially to the circle and cut it out like that, so that you get kind of a hexagon or a pentagon or something like that, kind of cut all the way around. That means that when you cut your circle and the card is wanting to move away, instead of creasing up the card moves away, and you end up with a really nice circle that you can repeat time and time again. So hopefully you've got there the circle. You've also noticed on this circle, yep, you can see there that I've got it divided into 4. I've got my segment marked and I've got the middle of that segment there. So now I grab my next piece of card. I want lots and lots of these in order to laminate them together and make them thick the way I've done that. I'll put that onto the circle that I've drawn using that on a compass, and the one that I've divided up like that. Place it onto there, and you can see that those lines line up. So that means that I can then draw a line there and a line there. I'm just going to grab my pen because you can see it better if I do it like that. I do a line there and I do a line there, and you can see them there. I'm going to move that round, line up the 90-degree lines. I'm going to do the same there, and I'm going to do the same there. Spin that round again, get the 90-degree lines lined up like that. Put my line there, and put my line there. Spin round again, and put my line on there again, and put that on there, and that on there. So you can see that I've got these little lines here which are indicating where the segment's going to go. I'm now going to draw those on. I'm only going to do one. You can see me do loads of them if you really want to, but I think we only need to do one so that you can see what happens. So I go round and mark it out, and then I'm going to show you on this one how to cut that bit out. I think you can see better there, yeah, how I'm going to cut this bit out, and then that bit there, and then you'll see how I cut the rest of it out. So take that. On this occasion I'm taking my knife. Notice, you'll remember from food, a claw grip is gripping it. Now the reality is it's probably better from the camera point of view if I do this the other way around. So can you see the way I've got my claw grip there? I put my knife in there. No, that's not working at all well. Can you see it there? Put my knife there. Yeah, that's better. Put my knife there, and my hands are there, and my knife goes away in that direction, always away from my fingers, always on a bit of card or a cutting knife if you push. So that's that bit done, and then to get this end bit out, you kind of have a punching action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and do the same again. 1. There we are, and then that comes out like that, and you can see on there, hopefully, that I have now got that cut out there. Do it 4 times. I've got the centre. I can glue them all together, and then it's sorted. All right. So I'll see you later. I'm just going to switch the video off. Sorry about the phone.